Hey everyone, welcome to another scene in Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York. Today's scene is going to be taking place on the Sept of the Green, where Alonna, who is the new Fianna Theurge, who just came on to Sept, is enjoying some beer. And let's get this started abruptly. Let's say there's going to be a tree near Alonna. Teresa just kind of falls out of the tree.
Alana jumps as she hears this sudden rustling of leaves and then thumps of a body hitting the ground, and she looks over, cocking her head curiously.
I'm alright. I'm alright. Teresa says. She throws up 2 thumbs up.
Oh, that's good. I haven't had to heal anybody all day yet. Hate to have to
So,
start work so early.
yep. Teresa will. It's kind of a lot of things at one time. She lands, realizes the fact that she just fell out of a tree, then detects the person with Fianna Pure Breed. But she's not gonna say anything too much about that. It's just some Fianna Pure Breed. Um, However, Alana has some Fianna lore, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
She does.
you I'm just gonna give this to you. You definitely see some signs of somebody that used to have Fianna Pure Breed. Like they have a lot of the physical features, but none of the spiritual features. If that makes any sense.
In that case, she's giving you a very quizzical look.
Teresa will take a large amount of time dusting herself off. She's being a little more thorough than she probably needs to be when she dusts herself off and says, "Name's Teresa Maxwell. Date name Public Enemy. Arun of the Glasswalkers, born on 2 legs. Ranked Cleith."
Alana gets up, um, a beer in one hand, and she reaches down and picks up another. Alana. Fianna. Yerge. Born of the spirits, as it were. Metis.
Well, it's good to meet you, Alana.
And she offers you one of the beers.
She will gladly take one of the beers.
So what
So,
has you up in trees?
whew, I just kind of climb trees sometimes.
Good to know.
I don't think I've seen you around before, you know?
You might say that. I've been here, today's what, Thursday? Since, yesterday.
Well, how are you liking it here thus far?
It's an interesting collection of folk you got here. Seem to be pretty good folk from what I've seen so far, though.
Yeah, I definitely found them an interesting bunch when I first got here too.
How long have you been here, if I might ask?
Only about a month or so. A little more than a month now.
You're a glasswalker, you say?
Yeah.
She's still got that quizzical look at you. Maybe she's trying to piece together what, in her brain, why you would go from being Fianna to Glasswalker.
Yeah. It stands to mention, like she kind of looks the part, but she hasn't said anything about being Fianna, so she's not claiming that blood. which may also be doubly interesting.
And Alana's gonna take a seat back down, bring one knee up to her chest. You're an interesting folk, but I'll tell you that much.
Me personally, or us being members of the Sept?
You personally.
I, I could say the same about you. She'll smile a toothless grin. So she just has her mouth closed. That way she's not exposing teeth to Alana.
So what's your story then? Or
My
should I go
story?
first? People keep asking me how I got here and whatnot. Figured it's part of the storytelling.
Well, all right. I can start first since you asked first. I recently passed my rite of passage about 2, 3 months ago, and well, I came down here so I can, frankly, put some respect on my name. There's I've heard about a lot of the crazy stuff that's gone down in this sept, and they're doing good things here, and I want to be a part of those good things.
She's been giving you nods of approval as you talk at different points.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. I'm here with kinfolk myself.
Were you sent here to keep them safe?
Keep an eye on them. Kinfolk have a nasty habit of getting in the middle of things that they shouldn't.
Teresa will shrug at that. Huh? And then Teresa remembers her time as a kinfolk, and she just says, "No, you have a point to a certain degree."
It's not intentional by any means, but helps to have somebody, at least somebody, to keep an eye on them. From what I've heard, there's not many of our tribe here, so they sent to make sure somebody's here for them.
Yeah, there aren't too many Fianna. No, there's a few Fianna. Let me take that back. I know there's Chases the Storm, the Right Master. Where is you? I know that there was at least one Fianna hub recently, although she may have been sent off to another sept. I'm not sure yet.
Keep that in mind. I suppose it's my turn now then. Oh, I just told you mine, why I'm here.
Yeah.
I guess if I might have had a little bit more of beer than I had intended then. She sets the bottle down.
Okay. Me personally, I wouldn't even speak for the beer. I'm just absent-minded sometimes. It's fine.
She lets out a chuckle.
You know, ruins. I've taken one too many hits on the head. She'll just kind of bonk her own head a couple of times. Not that hard.
I wouldn't assume otherwise. She has a friendly smile, though no teeth are bared when she says that.
So I can't help but notice your accent. Do you happen to come from Ireland?
Right on the first guess. Maybe you haven't taken as many hits to the head as you thought.
Well, sometimes you got me here for it.
Most people ask me where I'm from, and I'm like, can't you tell by the way I talk?
I've heard the accent more than a few times.
Been to your fair share of Irish pubs, then, have you?
Sure, something like that.
It's always a great answer, something like that. So you're in the group that's going down to the Amazon.
Yep, it's going to be a whole Sept effort, from what I'm hearing.
Aye, the vast majority of them at least.
Yep.
That's what gentleman last night was saying. And she says Olaf's deed name, which for me at the moment,
Oh, Olaf's name is Screams in Silence.
yes. Screams in Silence said last night when I met him.
Well,
Said I should find a park. Not even sure who's in charge of parks around here.
you've got a few different people. There is one of my tribe mates, Contempt of Court. He is a Agent Ragabash of the Glasswalkers. He is the pack alpha of the pack known as the Striders of Ice and Concrete.
You can tell by the look on her face she's met him.
Okay, yeah, she knows. She knows that look. Same look she had. A whole lot of WTF. I'm assuming.
More of a, I can't believe he got me that badly with what he did. Kind of WTF.
Okay. Teresa, yeah, she'll go ahead and ask. Did he pull one of his pranks on you?
You could say that. When he first introduced himself, he didn't give rank or nothing. So when he said, like, everything a bit later on, I missed his title, his rank. And that's a bit embarrassing.
For a Glasswalker, it's not as big of a deal. A lot of us will forget our rank sometimes. At least in introductions like that.
I think I've met a couple of people of his pack actually. Ping and Chloe. Said I think I've met a couple of people in his pack. Him and Ping and Chloe.
Yep. Both of them are, they're part of the Striders of Ice and Concrete.
Are there any other packs that I might know about?
Yeah.
Or hear about?
There's the Hunters of the Lost. That one is run by Katori, otherwise known as Commands the Undying, a Afro-Uptenolupus.
Somebody mentioned that they're just lupus, though. Is that true?
As far as I know, all of that entire pack is comprised of lupus, because there is Commands the Undying, Smiles in the Night, and Calls the Fury.
Alright. Well, that's another one out. That's one out then.
And then there's my pack, which is still forming, but we're planning on getting hooked up with Toman at some point. At some point very soon.
And what's your pack?
We're calling ourselves the Shadow Runners, and that comprises of myself, who is the alpha for the moment. Hotfix. I'm not sure if you've met Hotfix. Hotfix is a Ragabash of my tribe. Same rank as me. He is the beta. We've also taken on a Tenethurge named Ellie, who is also a Cleith, Common-born. And then there was a particular bone Narthurge I was scouting out named Kumbhakarna. No D name as of yet.
Well, that's a might surprise. I think I've met everybody you just mentioned.
Really? Nice.
I met Hotfix at the Evermeal last night. I was having steak. I'm not sure where he got a table and chairs from, but he had them.
Hotfix finds a way to make things happen.
Don't suppose you'll have need of a healer then when you're running down in the Amazon.
Well, there is something to. If you're putting the offer out there, it's something you have to think on and talk about.
Not necessarily to join, but since we're all supposed to be going, it's better to have people to run with.
Yeah, I mean,
Perhaps consider it a test of sorts.
yeah, I mean, there is nothing wrong with at least running with with us during the mission, if the need arises. Trust, I'm thinking when we're there, I don't think it's going to matter when who's in whose pack. We're going to go in and get going, or we're going to get done, essentially. So,
We're of the Sept. We're together. Even if we are different.
exactly.
Something a lot of people seem to miss.
Believe it or not, based from what I've seen here, when the chips are down, a lot of the Sept members can put differences aside, and when we do, oh my god.
Well, that's good to hear. That's important. Very important. We'll see where we land. I heard that the Rainbow Bridge went out last time. People are heading down that way.
Well, all I can do now is hope I make it back and do the best I can when I'm there.
That's all anyone can hope. Live well and die well. The offer's out there. Anybody that wants my help, more than welcome to it.
I'll definitely keep you in mind.
Might throw it out there to Ping. Let her know. Not sure if they name you though. Or if we'll even be near each other. Who knows where we'll end up. With my luck, I'll probably end up running with the Lupus. Just because they're the only ones around.
Well, I've personally seen each of them in action. They're definitely testaments to their abilities. At least with smiles, though. Make sure you show proper submission.
I've heard a few times.
Yeah, it's always good to get a bit of an advance warning on her.
I appreciate it. Alana seems lost in thought for a moment. Sorry. Get lost in my own head sometimes.
Hey, that's fine. It'd be good to jump into the mine's refuge. Refuge? I don't know. What I'm saying is, it's sometimes good to escape from the craziness of right now and all around us.
Aye, that it can be. Just trying to plan out how I'm gonna do this mold. I once I'd make bracelets for somebody.
You make bracelets and jewelry and stuff?
Aye? And she
Oh.
jingles the bracelets on her wrist. And you notice that
Mhm.
she does have a couple necklaces on and a fair amount of earrings.
Okay.
And I can dedicate them if you want to as well.
I can dedicate things, but I do appreciate that offer.
Not everyone can, so make sure they know the offer's available.
That's fair.
What kind of totem are you thinking for your pack?
At the moment, the spirit we have in mind is hummingbird.
Hummingbird. It's an excellent choice. Hope you're fast.
We're all pretty quick.
Then you shouldn't have any trouble keeping up.
No, not at all. She'll take a sip of beer.
Do what?
Oh, I'm sorry. She'll take a sip of her beer.
Ah, it's a dark lager,
Hmm.
and it's about room temperature at this point. She's been here a while.
Has anyone given you the lowdown on the other supernatural groups within the city?
Let's see. I've been told about a mass of leeches in the area, putting up flags announcing their presence and their locations. I've heard about fae folk and heard about some of them will worker folk. Not a whole lot about any of them though.
Yeah.
Hoping to meet the fae folk though. Think it'd be right. Good time.
Maybe. I I haven't heard. I've heard little things about the Fae, nothing really substantiated though.
Supposedly, a couple of people I've met so far, I've already met some.
Oh, so they still have all their teeth and limbs?
Aye,
Oh, that's a lot more positive than I thought that was going to be.
aye, I was told about that as soon as I showed up. I think Ping mentioned it. Mentioned it more when I met Chloe. I guess Chloe knows them better.
Okay.
Waiting for them to get back to me. We're supposed to go out drinking tonight. Celebrating the fact that I'm now unpacked and I can go about and do my normal business. So far, it's just been me and you and Kumba here having drinks. Everyone else seems to have fucked off today.
It can happen sometimes. People can get quite busy, a lot of hustle and bustle. I don't think most of us even stay on the set most of the time.
Aye, that's what I've heard. Mostly just the Cubs and the Lupus, from what I can tell.
Generally, you're kind of a clear throat. You're typically used to living on Sept, aren't you?
Aye, not the big cities like there are here.
Yeah.
I was raised on a Sept. Sept of Tara in Ireland. Which, if you have Fiona lore, you know is like a major. Is like the Fiona Sept.
Okay. Okay.
So you also probably know that Fiona Metis are
Oh yeah.
highly okay.
She knows. She trying to not go there right now.
I'm surprised by how quiet most people are. I've expected everybody to ask me about what it's like, since I hear rumors about what they do to me and those like me. It's interesting, you know. Like everybody's nervous to ask about it, but you can see it in their eyes. That curiosity. One day they'll get up the nerve. Pink finally worked up the nerve to ask what I look like as a lupus. She seemed quite pleased with it.
Do you look any different?
She pointed her hair. That's not my fur color.
No, that's a reasonable point of hair. This ain't mine either.
Plus, I'm a Fiona, so I'm not your standard lupus.
Oh, sorry. What was that?
I said, plus I'm a Fiona, so I'm not like your standard lupus.
I mean, maybe the Fiona I met were just extremely homogenous, but do you not have the Do you not have the trademark orange fur?
No.
Ooh, okay. I'll show you yours if you show me mine. Or I fucked that up. See, too many bonks on the head. Told you.
She's
I'll
she
show you mine.
chuckles.
Yours.
She'll take the time to shift over to Lupus. And she's a large, very shiny, black-furred wolf.
All right.
Not as big as Stoneclaw, but she's still significantly larger than most Lupus.
All right. There goes Teresa's lupus form.
I'm almost tempted to just run around on Sept like this, just in case I run into Smiles in the dark. Might be safer.
Might be. Most of the time I interact with them, it's in Hamid. I haven't had too many issues from him.
I've heard he prefers people in Lupus.
If he does, he hasn't mentioned it to me. Oh, if you've, I assume those people are much more credible sources than I.
One of them was a Ragabash. And that'd be a might ridiculous prank to pull on somebody.
Might be.
A fellow Thier just told me the same thing though, so I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt and hope that it's right.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, you get floated.
I'll be on my back with my throat bare anyways.
Yeah, so I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not the worst thing that can happen.
Nay. That's when they grab you by the back of the neck and throw you against a rock.
Yeah. I mean, your throat could also end up on the rock. That's not going to happen. So, yeah, I'd consider that a win.
I'm still alive, so I suppose it's definitely a win. I'm gonna be around more people tonight.
Am I going to? I don't know. Maybe.
Well, if you want, you can share the rest of the 6-pack with them. I don't have much use for it on my own.
Have you been to the Fianna Castle yet?
Not as of yet.
I'd suggest
Working my way there.
Yeah, some pretty chill people over there.
I'll keep that in mind. If I ever find anybody around there. I've walked past there a couple times, but there's not really been anybody there.
Mm-hmm.
It does remind me a bit of home, though. And she kind of leans back on the rock and just kind of stares up at the sky for a bit.
Yeah, fuck it. They're in a warded part of the set. Teresa can afford to be in Lucas at least for a little bit. She's kind of She kind of just rolls around in the grass a bit. They clean themselves still quite a bit, even as a wolf. It may be a bit weird.
Never got quite got the hang of that in some parts. I always end up going home and washing it with soap and water.
Yeah, sometimes you don't have soap and water on hand, like right now, as they continue to go to town.
If you need help, let me know.
No, I'm good. I get used to doing this myself.
Off of the pack and you clean yourself. Proud of you.
She'll tilt her lupus head, and remembers what she means, and says, "Well, still getting in touch with the wolf side. I've spent a long, long time being human, and almost no time being a wolf, so still getting used to things."
I've been back and forth. Best part of this one is laying in the sun. Especially when it's starting to get a bit of chill in the air.
Tell me though, other than your natural form, do you prefer being in hobbit form to get around just just be? If that makes any sense.
Makes most of what I do simpler. And makes it less awkward with kinfolk. And you have to heal them,
Yeah,
and they get weird when you start licking on them.
right.
And when they're giving birth, they don't necessarily want a wolf sitting right at their hoo-haws.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious. I mean, yes, very awkward.
So yeah, I spend a lot of time in Homemade. It's just simpler. I usually do this when I'm traveling on my own. I have distance to cover. Quick little slip and off I go.
Hmm.
And she rolls over and is looking in your direction.
She'll kind of look
She
around herself to make sure she didn't like miss a spot.
she just seems to be watching. Maybe watching your mannerisms, your behavior. Maybe she just thinks you're cute. She's just staring at you.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Teresa is just. It stands to mention, Teresa is still very Hamid even when they're in lupus. It's very obvious that they're still getting used to lupus form. Although the movements seem a bit more natural, not nearly as forced or clumsy as one might assume from a Hamid that is still getting used to lupus form. So she's probably had a little bit of time to practice.
Okay. Well, if you ever feel like going out for a run, I'm usually out 4:30 in the morning or so.
I'll keep that in mind. I could always use more reasons to go hunting. Also, raw meat is awesome.
Aye. Well, it is. I can't believe that Bonar Theurge is. I almost want to think he's vegetarian or something. Going on and on about apples.
He 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 eats what he can, though a lot of his diet consists of vegetables and fruits, and it's the Din parents and Smiles have definitely taken it upon themselves to make sure that that stops being as much of a thing ASAP.
My kinfolk like the apple he gave me.
Yeah, I'm not a Din parent. I mean, I don't know. Me personally, I just adore meat so much.
What's not to love?
It's so good. She starts wagging her tail.
Have you had bacon in lupus? Takes on a bit more flavor.
Her eyes go wide, and she says, "No, I have not had bacon and lupus."
Because you know how meat has all that deeper, richer flavor when it's raw and such?
Yeah,
Bacon does the same thing. And she kind of licks her lips.
the tail wags even harder. Alonna, we need to go get some bacon.
I'll bring some with me in the morning. If you can catch up and get it, you're welcome to it.
I'm so excited. Bacon. Stands to mention she is very excited about bacon right now.
And Alana has her tongue kind of lolled out on the side.
Now it's now oh, sorry. Now it's Teresa's turn to just kind of get lost in her own head, imagining how bacon tastes in lupus form.
Or you can always go home and cook it yourself and switch. Then you could cook
That,
pounds of bacon for yourself.
oh my god, that is something I can do.
Bacon and beer. Might be better than
Yeah, no,
taco night.
she is now licking her chops. She needs this.
I usually have bacon with me on my morning run as a treat if I do particularly well, in my opinion. Or if I meet somebody who needs it. Bet if I ask Stoneclaw, she probably says she needs it too. Just so she can have it. Now there's a big wolf.
Yeah, Soulfly is pretty big. Like, really big.
I'm almost scared to see her in Krynos. She'll be a monster. Bet she'll be close on 12 feet tall.
I don't think I've ever seen her in Krynos, actually. I've seen her in Hispo, for sure.
That on its own will be plenty big. She's almost as big as most people's with the lupus.
Yeah.
Sweet cub, though. Very eager. It's good. Seems to take instruction well as well.
I know you haven't seen her, but she can really kick ass in a fight too.
I'd be surprised if she couldn't. I'm sure I'll get the chance, though. Alright, I'm going to go home and have bacon.
Yeah, no, I need to go and have this bacon right the fuck now.
It's a pleasure meeting you. Do you want any of this beer to go with you?
I think I'm good. Thanks for the offer. Unless it's just going to go in the trash. Otherwise, I'll take it.
I'll take it home. Give it to my kinfolk.
They'll like it. They'll also like bacon. Oh my god, they like bacon, right?
Of course they like bacon. We go through enough of it a week, it's not even funny.
No, man, I'm just saying. There's a few heretics out there that don't like bacon.
And they can suffer their life of misery and pleasure all they want then. Without that delicious goodness that is bacon. She'll pick up the container holding the last of the beer. See you around, public enemy.
See ya. And she'll, to kind of slip the fact that she is a hobbit that doesn't know lupus ways very well, she will try to wave in lupus and realize how futile that is. Actually, wait.
Alonna will wag her tail.
Yeah, she can do it if she waves up and down with her paw. So that's happening. I will turn off my camera to show you how exactly she's doing this.
Oh, I can picture it. I have dogs.
Yep, it's that.
And she'll slip over and make her way home.
Yep, Teresa will relax a hobbit and also head home to get that motherfucking bacon.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing. Have a good night.